Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 9, season 9 of Rebuilding Coventry City. As always, thanks for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're all happy, safe and well. And I hope you're going to smash that like button, show me some support. It really does help, helps more people find the series on my channel. So to all you guys that do, thank you. Right, season 9. I mean, I'm in isolation, I'm at home. I've got a lot of time to play. But when I started this save, I just started it for me, and then after at least a season, I thought, I'm enjoying this, let's share it, let's just do it as a rebuild. And even then I thought, 4 episodes, 5 episodes, 9 episodes. And there's a good group here, still coming back and watching it, so cheers man, honestly. I don't know how long left we've got, I generally don't. I'm just going with the flow, but I'm still loving it and I can't wait to share this season with you. So let's get stuck into it. So last year we finished 7th in the league, which was a space lower than the year before, but we did win some major silverware. We of course beat Man City in the FA Cup final, which was amazing. It was amazing to get some major silverware for Coventry, and it was amazing to beat Man City because I'm a United fan, but it was just special really. I felt really good about it, but the season wasn't, perfect, because we of course lost the Europa League final to Arsenal, who we had like many battles with last year, didn't we? We knocked them out of stuff, we beat them in certain games, but when it came down to the big European night, Arsenal, their quality shone through. So, it was a decent season, but I just want to kick on this club a bit more now, and I felt for a while, I've been trying to do business in the right way, trying to grow the club, and I think we've grown the club. In November, we'll be in a 38,000 seater stadium, the Rico, which is amazing. Going to help with revenue, just makes the club look better because we've got a bigger stadium. I quite like it. I don't know why, I always geek out a bit, especially when I was playing some of the games early on this season, because I play in 3D, I don't touch 2D. 2D? What is it, 1995? So I play in 3D. And the corners of the stands, when it's under construction. I don't know why, I always like that. And that is exactly what I've done. I've spent about 140 million spread out, and I've recouped 13. So we, compared to last season, if you look at, the chart there compared to this year, it's like the complete opposite. It was about time I spent big in certain areas, or took a risk anyway. Plus, I've gone to one of my old haunting grounds for players, and that is Rennes. Rennes in France becomes a regen hotbed. France does really. I've been scouting France. And we'll start first with Christopher Rousset. He's 20 years old, from Rennes in France. He is a wonder kid, and he had a minimum fee release clause of 13 million, which is an absolute bargain. He's worth twice as much as that. And I mean, is he a replacement for Holcroft? I'm not 100%, because he's got to prove himself. He's got to adapt to a new country, new language, all that good stuff. But he's a kid and he's a player and a half, isn't he? I mean, he could be a superstar if we mould him in the right way. I also wanted a bit of quality up front, and we found this lad who I think could be a wonder kid. I've no idea why he isn't a wonder kid. I've seen worse wonder kids, but what a good young striker. French again, 19 years old, great finisher, off the ball's amazing, composure's lacking, speed maybe lacking, but I just think he could be very, very good. He's going to be great for us, isn't he? Now on to my big signings, and I've pushed the boat out here financially, taking a gamble really and a risk, and brought in quality. Had a lot of rejection for wingers, but I'm pretty happy with the ones I've got, to be fair. And the first one is Roberto Soma, and he's going to be our new left winger, although he is injured. And I won't spoil anything, but I do struggle trying to get him in the team initially because he just picks up knocks, fitness worries, things like that, but I think he'll eventually be ace, because look at his pace. Hey, that rhymed. He can cross a ball. He's got the framework to be a superstar, and he's Argentinian, which is always a bonus. The next up is Peter Heyer, who was transfer listed because he wanted to leave. Now he's worth 69 million now. 23 years old, so he's a few years ahead of the other guy, Soma, but I think again, great player, and probably going to be, a star for us really. I mean, I've got 2 good young wingers, Henry Smith on the left, remember, and Redondo on the right. but they were, I don't know, I just felt like I needed that extra quality, and I think I've brought that in. So there's been a lot going on in the Premier League. Again, as always, managerial changes, big players coming in. We're still predicted to be like just on the outside looking in, but hopefully we can change that this year, because we've got a great team, a solid team, and I've added some good pieces here, 4 very good players. So I was excited to really try and break the mould. Expectation wise, they're still top half. They're happy with the top half. Again, I want to get the best finish ever. That was my plan this year. Even if that's just 5th, I'd take it. Europa League, get to the knockout, a 2nd round anyway. Emirates, 5th round. Carabao Cup, 4th round. And we're in the Community Shield against the Scousers. That's exciting. I know it doesn't mean anything to anybody, but it does to me. Because when you win your Super Cup, basically, because that's what it is, you can just start your season in a good spot, can't you? With a bit of silverware and a bit of confidence. Now I've got great staff. I just haven't got the best anymore. Like I said, Man United, especially when Ancelotti came in, he made a lot of changes 2 years ago, I think. And if we have a look here, look. Now I managed to wiggle it about and get us back on top for that year. But this year, again, I just can't. And I've got no one I want to get rid of. And no one better I can replace him with. I'm just in a spot here now where we're not as perfect as we used to be. But we're Coventry City, not Manchester United. I can't show you all the finances of everything, but there's a lot of things that we are miles behind the big boys on. So whenever you're a team like Coventry and you're doing stuff like this and you do well, if you do it yourself and you're safe at home, you should be proud of yourself, because it's quite tough really. You're competing. You've got to be clever with certain things. I mean, this is just one example. Sponsorship income. Look at United, City, Chelsea. And then we're down there in 11th with 30 million. Now I know he thinks he's playing big time at City, but what a player he was. We could have kept hold of him. Fair enough, but we've got some good players. Manos Smith came in last year, filled his boots very well, and kicked our season on. We won some silverware. And signing someone like Rousset from Rennes, I think it's going to be a bargain buy. Hopefully you can, replace him really, because he was a fantastic player. So financially, we're not in a bad place. I've spent a lot of money. We've got some future transfer debt to pay off. I've got 25 million, but I don't think I need to spend it. I need to just, like I said, I want to keep some money there and hopefully build on it again. And then next season, maybe buy a big player here or there. Do you know what I mean? I want to really kick on now. It's time to take this a bit more serious, be a bit clever, spend big. On to the pre-season, and we had a training camp in Germany. So we played a couple of teams out there. Some of my favourite, East German teams. Came back, had a friendly with one of our affiliates, Oldham, one of our newish affiliates. And then we went out to the States, mini tour, basically to LA. Had a bit of a holiday with the boys, a bit of a team bonding session, played both LA teams. And it was a pretty successful pre-season, really. I felt really good about the squad and everything. It's got some depth now, I think. Got really I've got a good player in every position, apart from maybe one. And that's my last choice, central midfielder Luke Harvey, who's been a bit of a squad player for us. He's been here for ages. Never played too much. Somehow I was just still here. Someone put a bid in for him and I was like, how much? And I looked at him and I thought, wow. Yeah. Maybe you're not the player I thought you were going to become. He's 23 now and he ain't going to get much better. So this is definitely going to be Luke's last season hanging on in at Coventry. I can tell you that much. His contract's going to run out anyway. But he's been one of them quiet little loyal players, really. One of them youth players I signed who I thought was going to be great. He's just not turned out that way. So this is another spot, hopefully, I can fill with the Galactico next year. Now, I'm not going to go through them all. It's just a quick overview. One thing I'm thinking of, though, is a new goalkeeper. That's one thing I was going to be scouting this coming season. Scott Marshall, Scotland international, good player. He is. But I just feel like maybe a bit better goalkeeper. If we can find one. If we can find a wonder kid, then wow. Because they are rare as rocking our shit. My back four, though, Armstrong, Bythway, I'm happy. My fullbacks, I'm happy with. Alan Wright, who's going to get a big defensive midfielder. Who's going to get big interest this year. I've had a lot of faith in him for ages. He's decent. He's 22. Central midfielders, happy with. My wingers, really happy with. And I was hoping Terry Cox. Come on, Terry. Got to have a big season here today. This season, Terry. Because you could be amazing. He's got a class young star, hasn't he? Snapping at his heels. So let's start here with the Community Shield. And we beat Liverpool, who are a fantastic team. They've won 1 million titles while I've been Coventry manager. And George Armstrong in the 91st minute. I missed it. I was sat on the couch playing. Wife was watching something on telly, and I was half watching that with her. And we were talking about something. I just took my eye off it because I thought, this is going to the end. Nothing's happening. It was pretty shit. We hadn't created any chances. Do you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And then, what? All I saw was the above bit, do you know, with the graphics where you got the confetti, and I'm like, what? With what? I had to look into it and go, oh, right. Jesus Christ, I missed that one. So it's a bit stuffy, really, but I'll take it. Do you know what? Here's what it is. We're doing Man United in the Carabao Cup, third round, straight away. And I thought, I'm not going to go out there. They played a good team. I played a technical B team with a third choice striker. And we still didn't do bad, to be fair. We just got knocked out. But do you know what? I'm happy with this because I kind of want to concentrate on the Premier League. And like I say, I don't play to lose. But this cup has not been a priority of mine at all while I've been here at Coventry, especially in top flight. I'm not bothered by it. It's just extra games I don't need. So yeah, let's concentrate on the league, Europe, and maybe the FA Cup. And we definitely concentrated on Europe. We were brilliant, which, yeah, I can't lie, I was so happy with this. I mean, we lost one game to Roma. If we go here, yeah, got beat 2-1 in Rome. But apart from that, we were brilliant, I think. I mean, the Austria-Vienna game was insane. But look at the rest. 3-0, 2-0, 4-0, 3-0. We were perfect. Great defensively. Topping the group by 3 points. I mean, all these... Spartak Moscow. No, Russia's not easy. Austria-Vienna. You know, these are good teams. But we were better. The mighty Sky Blues conquering their group stage. Who we're going to face next? Well, I don't know because we're awesome. So we're bypassing the first round. So they're the teams that are in the first round. Some big clubs in there. Rangers, Olympiacos, Besiktas. If you watch my Journeyman, you know. If you know, you know. The Black Eagles. Porto, Inter, Celtic. Wouldn't that have been quality? Celtic Rangers. That'd been good, wouldn't it? Benfica. So some big teams, man. And then obviously there's teams like us that have bypassed it. Love this competition. Really do. I used to hate it. I used to never care about it, but the Europa League's really grown on me, especially with some of my saves on FM20. We are, of course, FA Cup champions. Don't you know, on all that. Yeah, we're awesome. We've drawn Millwall in the third round. So, you know, good team Millwall, but Sky Bet League 1. We should be doing these. Financially, we're alright. Obviously, compared to last year's profits, most of that was from Howcroft's £90 million sale to City. You know, we're down a bit, don't get me wrong. But we spent a bit. But you've got to spend a bit to be good. And oh my god, are we good? Somehow, we're top of the league. Terry Cox, miles ahead for the Golden Boot. Even I was surprised by how good we were, but for the majority of the start of the season, I thought we were turning into Arsenal. Now, if you're my age, you'll remember old school Arsenal. But when you see these results, you'll know what I mean. These are the results, and look how well we started. 1-0 against City, 1-0 against Charlton, 1-0 against Derby. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, like bloody hell. But yeah, Southampton. I mean, I'm thinking, geez, we drew with Chelsea, drew with Brighton, which disappointed me, and then went again on a great winning streak. Look at that game, by the way. Terry Cox. I mean, how many goals do you want to score in the 90th minute? Tezza. So yeah, we didn't get a beat, so we played Newcastle, who we should be beating, in my opinion. Again, brilliant. We've lost to Arsenal, we've lost to Liverpool, we've just recently drawn with Manchester United. I mean, we are top of the freaking Premier League, and I'm not getting excited, we're only halfway. But that is positive, that is a sign of growth. Especially when, I don't know if it's all about the new players. So this is a squad at the halfway point arranged by average rating. This is the team that's at the top of the Premier League, which is insane. Even I was like waiting for it all to go tits up. Manos Smith and Shelby Johnson are unhappy, but they want new deals. That's all getting sorted out. Do not worry about that. Dario Kale, he's my backup defensive midfielder. He just wants more game time, but he might have to get replaced in the summer. But I've highlighted the 4 new guys. Now, Roberto Sommer started to kick on a bit. He's getting a bit better, but like I said, he was having a few knocks, and getting him fully fit was tough. Peter Heyer, the right winger's done a fairly decent job. Can't complain. Rousset, you know, he's more of a sub player really, because my originals are playing. Manos Smith again has stepped up and said, I can be that player for you to replace Howcroft. You don't need to buy a superstar. We've got the second best defence, and if you think about it, did I buy any defenders? No, they're just a unit that just play together now year after year, and it's just showing. And going forward, we've got the third best attack. We're up there with all the big boys. Only a couple of goals off City. That's Terry Cox, or Sucks, as everyone calls him, you know what I mean? Legend. These are the best players in the Premier League right now, and no, Terry's not in there, don't know why. But George Armstrong's fifth, gets in there all the time. What a player. I'm surprised I don't get mega interest off United, City, Arsenal. Probably one of them will probably come in and steal him off me at some point. Shelby Johnson as well, be right back down there. He is some player as well, so I'm super proud. I think we're doing really well. So there we are, top of the league. We're at the Carabao Cup. We've won the Community Shield. We're still in the FA Cup, and we're waiting to find out who we get in the second round once the first round's finished of the Europa League. Brilliant, isn't it? Let's go to the 1st of April, eh? Let's just get on. Let's crack on. Well, let's start here with our title defence of the FA Cup. And of course, we were playing Millwall, and I B-teamed it. And they drew 0-0. We should have won, but we didn't, so we had to take them back to the Rico, where my B team didn't let me down this time. Isaac Amoa, who I think is going to have a big future, was man of the match, scored both, well, 2 goals. Henry Smith, my young left winger, did well as well, and it was a good game, to be fair. We should be beating them, and we annihilated them, really. Stuck with the B team theme against Dirty Leeds. Leeds, who I had a good rebuild with. I really enjoyed that. It was weird. But yeah, we beat them 3-0. Pretty even-ish game, stat-wise, but we look at the average ratings. We were pretty perfect. Apart from Harvey. Shock. Up came Arsenal, and they were a rival. They are a rival. They're becoming a rival. I had to beat him a couple of players. It was mainly my best team, but I had to put Diamond in there. And there's a few other choices, but yeah, we've gone head-to-head with these. We've won a few, they've won more. I think we knocked them out of the FA Cup last year. Did they knock us out of the Carabao? We knocked them out of the FA Cup, and then they went and beat us in the Europa League, and I think we got one each in the league, I'm guessing. I played a lot of Football Manager. Now, this is our Europa League final run of last year, and obviously we went into the first round knockout, because I think we were second in our group, weren't we? And we played Copenhagen, but then we went on that Italian run. Roma, Napoli, and Juve, all the way to the final where we got beat off Arsenal. Well, this time we were in the first round, we were straight to the second round, and this time we faced Roma again. Beating them 1-0 in Rome at the Olimpico. George Armstrong. He's like the new Bobby Moore. We then got beat 1-0 at our place, surprisingly. I did not expect that. Look at the Yellers. I mean, we bossed this game. We were on fire at times. And then a lot of your penalties, which I've been quite lucky with penalties recently on multiple saves. And I just want to keep chucking them Italian teams at me, don't they, in this competition, because we've got Inter. Roma, Napoli, Juve last year. This year it's Roma, Inter. Over to the Premier League, and yes, we still top, just 63 points. Spurs got a game in hand. They could go above us if they win it. A few other teams, I mean, Arsenal could as well, couldn't they? They're on 62 points. United are crap, man. What's happened? Ancelotti came in, he spent like 350 million. Is he still there? No. He's been sacked. Because, Jesus, he spent a fortune and they're still crap. Like I said, I nearly took that job. I would have if it was still a personal save, but I didn't. Anyway, I got offered the Chelsea job. Was that this year? I got offered it at some point anyway. But yeah, Tottenham creeping at our heels. It's pressure, man. I feel it. I feel like we're hanging on. Like, really hanging on. We're going to go over to my homepage just to show you a few things. The fact that I've got an A+, which I'm pretty chuffed with. You can see a few of me player stats there. But I mean, look at this. We've been up here all season. I mean, here, first for that. Look how long we were top here. Took a dip and now we've been back at the top. Now the pressure's, I'm feeling the pressure. Well, I was feeling the pressure at this point. I mean, as long as I stay in the top 4, which we've got a good chance of. Because, you know, Liverpool aren't far behind us. But then there's a good point gap between them and Chelsea. So between us and Chelsea, it's 11 points. But I'm feeling that pressure maybe because of Europe. I mean, maybe. But we're out of the domestic cups, so we can just concentrate on the 2 big ones, which is cool. But, you know, in the last 3 games, I've picked up a point. Getting beat off Wolves and drawing with Blackburn. is not the kind of results you want to be getting if you want to win the league. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal, again, arseholes. Arsenal beat us twice in the league this year, 2-1, both games. But we beat City in the league, Everton recently. It's just, I'm dropping silly points, man. Silly points, and it's like I feel like we're nearly there. And a quick look at my squad, and I think form's dipped here compared to last time, especially in January. But we've still got some good players here. Manos Smith, I mean, he is becoming a player, isn't he? 23-year-old, really is kicked on. I'm so proud of him. You know? I know it sounds really cheesy, it's a game, but I'm proud of him. Because I knew he was good. But he's come on and just really took the bulls by the horn, hasn't he? And I mean, George Armstrong, Shelby, Hay has been good, so he got injured. Terry Cox is putting the ball in the back of the net. So, yeah. Hopefully we can do something good here. Now we jump forward to the end of the season. We're going to start here in the Europa League. But I do want to say, if you think recently booed me, you look a bit tired, mate. You look a bit ill. It's because I have to get up at 5 AM to film at the minute. Because my little boy won't let me do it in the day. And I can hear him. You won't hear him, but I can hear him screaming, "Daddy!" He's with his mum. It's tough, man. Getting up at 5. I get up at 5 for work, but that's different, isn't it? Anyway, we're going to start here against Inter, and we started off really well. Terry Cox goal, 1-0. We just had to go to Milan and finish the job, but we couldn't do that. We got beat 2-0. Bit annoying, really. Terry Cox missing a penalty. Could have changed everything if we'd have gone 1-0 up. So yeah, we'd have won, really, wouldn't we? If we'd have scored that away goal. So yeah, no Europa League final this year. But what about the Premier League? Well, I had about 7 games left. I will tell you, I only won 3 of them. Or 4 of them. Drew 2, lost 1, I think. Well, I've looked in a minute. Top of my head from playing it. But we dominated this against West Brom, bouncing back because we hadn't won for 3 games. We'd lost 2 and drawn 1, remember? So this was good. I needed it. We needed to win. Manos Smith. Smithy. What a player. After drawing 0-0 with Spurs, decent result, we then got beat off Newcastle again. I mean, no offence to Newcastle, but the team that came up with us, the team we should be beating, I think, if you want to win a league anyway. But we went down to Southampton and put on a show. This is what we should be doing. Every game. We then followed that up by beating Derby 1-0. We then went to Brighton and got beat. Brighton. Anyway. We beat Chelsea last game of the season 2-1, but did other teams drop points? Or did we manage to hang on to that top spot or win the Premier League? That would be amazing, wouldn't it? How special would that be? Eh? Wouldn't it? Well, no. We finished 3rd, which is disappointing, but Spurs just were unstoppable end of the season and we needed to match that, and it finally caught with us. We sketchy little form here and there, finally caught with us, but 3rd. I mean, that's still special. We're in the Champions League. We're above Liverpool, who've won the league 5 times in the last freaking million years. Spurs are winning the league. How good's that? I like Tottenham. And it's just good to see him break the mould a bit. You know, Chelsea winning one the other year was quite cool. It's just been that Liverpool City dominance bores me. So Spurs, that's pretty cool. Terry Cox is even cooler. Golden Boot winner Terry Cox by some margin, eh? And you know what? We've not done bad here. We've not done bad. It's a new season kicked on, so we lost 62 last year, but we're already up 27 this year. They've given me 55 to spend. I could probably get 2 players with that, spread it out again. But we've got a new link as well. We're really building this up, aren't we? I'm proud of it. I've got teams I can send players down into leagues like Tranmere. We've got Oldham. So that's League 1, League 2. I've got the Croatian club. People like going playing for them in Croatia. Dundee. People like going out to Scotland. That's amazing. We've still got Nuneaton Borough knocking down in non-league, but I quite like that. We've got our 2 money links in America and South Korea, and I've just done the one in Cannes because I picked up the 2 players in France last year, and I've been scouting France a lot. I thought when that popped up to do that, I thought let's do it. It just gives me that extra knowledge without needing any scouts or whatever done it in France, and it could help us out a lot. So I'm really, really pleased. Don't forget the Rico as well, 38,000. I think that's maxed out now. We've maxed out on everything facility wise. Now it's just a case of spending this money wisely and trying to win a league title, trying to win something huge. This is my final squad. The 4 players highlighted are the new boys. You know, Rousset was a bit of a sub guy, so I'm not looking into his average rating too much. But you know, the others did all right. Isaac, the new striker, didn't play too much, but when he did, he's good. The wingers are good. My boys are good, and I think we've got a good team. Harvey, we'll have to replace Harvey, the central midfielder. Might get a new goalkeeper. Again, I'm not 100% sure. Got a lot to work out and think about. So there we have it. That is the end of Season 9. There will definitely be a Season 10. In fact, I've made this in the morning. I'm going to edit it and then probably spend the rest of the day playing Season 10, trying to get that done over the next 2 days. I hope you're well, hope you're safe. Thanks for the support with this series. Smash that like button. If you really want to help me out, you can always pledge to my Patreon. I'll always add you to the latest Bootyverse as soon as you do. But yeah, you're a bunch of legends. I hope you're still loving this. I love you. Stay safe. I'm Bood. I'll see you next time.